Stowe Road here, and I'm at the launching pad on Route 66. You recognize that guy over here, but something little sad happened here at the launching pad. Got here, the doors were locked. Thought to myself, maybe I'm too early. No, they're supposed to be open. Can't get any workers though. They're closed for the time being. Due to the continued worker shortage, we're forced to close for a short time. Anybody need a job out there in the area? Come on, get a job here. This is what I could be seeing. I could have bought a Gemini giant bobblehead. Oh, the horrors. I could have been eating a Route 66 dog. Oh, I could have looked at that sign. Oh, I could have been to a cruise night. Maybe next time. Wish I had some quarters. Going on a launching pad ride there. Take one look at the Gemini giant. The beginning of Route 66, if you ask me. And I wanted to look up there because when Justin Scard was here, there was a football in that helmet, but looks like you can't even see where that would have been now. Looks like they got a stand for maybe a Gemini giant 2. Does the Gemini giant, is he powered? Is he really a robot? Gemini giant, the 30-foot tall muffler man style advertising prop that stood on the site since 1965. In 1960, the property was opened as a dairy delight. And 5 years later, in 1965, after expansion, they changed the name to the launching pad. There's perhaps nothing more impressive on Route 66 than the Braidwood Zoo. This is a free zoo, and it's just down the street from the Gemini giant. Maybe 4 or 5 miles up the road. Look, we got, don't feed them though. Do not feed the animals. Although this giraffe looks like he could use some food. Got herself a bowl. Oh wow, the sign fell down. These sponsors have to be so mad. The polka dot, they're like, I've spent all this money to sponsor the zoo and you let my sign fall down. Look at this cow. I'm gonna do something rather risky. I'm gonna stick my hand through the cage. Get a better look at this. Guess that's a cow. Oh, and check out this pink elephant. I'm seeing pink elephants. What is this made out of? Old chewing gum? I don't know, but I love it. What is that? And the heck is that, a bear? We'll call that a bear. Check out this bear. And in back, we've got a shiny metal. What is this? I don't know. Animal of some sort. We're now in Dwight, Illinois, and this is the home of Tubby Ambler's Texaco station. This is one of the last gas stations that was on the original Route 66. They've restored it, kind of have like a little visitor center in there with some gifts. Go inside, check it out, and we might even find someone to talk to us.
Can I go right out here now and go to Wilmington? All right, sir.
Who am I to pass up a photo op? Now this is cool. Hey, if you're looking for a new fire chief, I'm in need of a job. They said no. If I could take that scooter down, I'd ride it the whole length around Route 66. I'm in Dwight, Illinois at the Texaco station. Can you tell me a little bit about this place and the history?
My name's Richard. Volunteer Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. This park was built in 1933 That part was added in the early 40s. It was open until 1999. It closed. That part was leased out to a guy doing car repair.
So they just did a repair work over there, yeah?
It didn't work out, so he left and they turned it over to the city. And us old folks volunteer here every week. And we're open from, let's see, from the 1st of May till the 1st of November. And in 2019 is the last year I have accurate count. We had 22,000 visitors.
22,000?
At least, that's how many signed the book.
Well, I signed it today, so it's 22,001.
That was a couple of years ago. It's an interesting place. We enjoy volunteering here. Believe it or not, is one of the most popular places on Route 66.
Yeah, I've seen other videos here. Justin Scard and a couple other people have been here. A lot of stuff you can get here in Texaco. I could look like a Texaco employee here.
We sell a lot of those.
I'd probably get fired after about a day, though.
Unless you got a job like we got.
Yeah, I could sit on the rocker in the shade for a little while.
We enjoy it. We had first thing this morning. We had 18 Corvettes.
Oh wow, I missed that. That'd have been cool.
That's the best part of today.
Yeah.
We get a lot of motorcycle groups from all over the world. Did you see our pins in there?
Yeah. Yes,
That's
it
just
did.
this year.
Yeah.
And
So how bad, like with 2020, how slow did it get with the COVID?
well, 2020 we were closed.
Yeah, you're closed all that time.
Yeah. Opened back up last year, and it was slow, but it was picking up, and this year we're really doing well.
Yeah, I think everybody wants to get back out and see it. I know I
That's the way
do.
with the people from overseas. They've
So you
been
got some
locked
new
up longer
items.
than we have. Then they're getting back.
Oh yeah, they couldn't come over here at all in
No.
Europe.
No,
All right, thank you, sir.
you're more than welcome.
One thing about Route 66, you had to have gas stations. So we saw Texaco, Standard Oil has to get there, say too. Ah, it's open. Let's go inside. Oh, look, this one's got a motorcycle in it. Ah, the Route 66 bike. This Standard Oil station was opened in 1932. Yeah, it looks old enough that it would have been here then.
I don't think it was. I think somebody donated, like that Coke machine in there.
Yeah,
that was donated from home.
Just something that fits the era they put in.
Like I say, some things we can't get, and some things we
You
just.
can't leave a shop like this, try to keep them in business. I don't know if a $5 shot glass will do the trick, but every little bit helps. Nice lady in there. Pontiac, Illinois has a massive Route 66 museum. This is the VW van that belonged to Route 66 favorite hippie, Bob Waldmire. Now, you may remember Bob Moore for how he was depicted in the movie Cars. He was Fillmore, the hippie bus. Bob rode this VW van up and down Route 66. You look at it, a little junky inside, but he was living in it. And if you think this is odd, wait till you see his other vehicle. And remember, children left unattended will be towed away. At owner's expense, of course.
I have never been so happy.
Booth, here's another Route 66 staple, a shake and steak booth. There's a tribute to Cozy Dog right up the road in Springfield, Illinois. Inventor of the corn dog, and actually they were the parents of our favorite hippie, Bob Waldmire. They got some of the Desert Storm uniforms. And the soldiers they actually belong to. Upstairs, they have their local war museum, and they have more uniforms from more different branches of the military than you'll ever see anywhere. Now I'm seeing every uniform from Gomer Pyle to Hogan's Heroes. Here I found Bob Wildmire's bus. This is what he lived in at the end of his life. What? Wow. Look at this thing. This is crazy. Looks like he's got some rain drainage there. They told me now you can only get inside on the third Saturday of every month, so I can't go inside today, but we can take a peek or two, see what life was like in there. Hopefully nobody's naked inside. Bob was a true hippie. There's no question about that. Let's see if we can find one more window. Not really. Yeah, that didn't work. Come up the back of this though. Looks like he's got a license plate for every state. He's set. I would have loved, and I mean loved, seeing this driving down the road. Can you imagine this guy honking at you? Beep beep, passing on the left. By the way, if this guy would have passed you driving this, you might want to hang up your license. You're driving too slow. No way this thing could go over 20 miles an hour. This is awesome. This might be the coolest thing I've seen today. He's even got a patio upstairs. Get up there and wave at your neighbors. Sign for the old Wishing Well Motel. Oh, I wonder if the room is inside the well. There's a way to do it. This is all about original Route 66 Wishing Wells. It's signed Countryside, Illinois, 1941 to 2007. Cool, right behind the Route 66 Museum, they have murals of old places that were on Route 66 on the back of these buildings. Yeah, I could go for a soda right now. It's hot out here. Here's the beautiful Pontiac Courthouse, Pontiac, Illinois. And for some reason, they're pumping Christmas music. Christmas year round here. Gotta like it. Here it looks like Jason Strevel didn't believe that Lincoln was towering over him. Got Lincoln in his stocking feet. Lincoln's still 4 inches taller than him. Solid 6'4", probably the best basketball playing president of all time. Pontiac has many free museums in it, and one of them is the Gilding Museum, where you can see some gold leaf action. The Museum of Gilding Arts is open 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday and is free. The museum will show you several different displays showing you how that gold leaf is used for decorative purposes. And they'll show you the process necessary to create the gold leaf. The gold leaf is only 4 to 5 millionths of an inch thick. How do you get gold that thin? Well, you pick up a heavy hammer and you beat the crap out of the gold till your boss comes in and finally tell you it's good enough, or your arm falls off. Now, if you should ever run across a gold beater in real life, don't ever challenge him to arm wrestling. And if you do, maybe make it left-handed. Right next to the Museum of the Gilding Arts is another free museum, the Pontiac, Oakland Automobile Museum. Here comes the judge. Peace. Here's something unique, a camper car. For those that can afford a tent car, but not a tent and a car. Well, the old Coleman coolers. And here's the man himself, Bob Waldmire's Route 66 mural. Let's get on the other side of the street, get a closer look. All over town are these little cars. Where's Rich? He'd get in that. So this is Bob Waldmire's last work. He was going to paint it himself for the city of Pontiac, but he fell ill. But he did design it, and others painted it for him. So all the way from the ending in the Pacific Ocean in LA through the desert, Arizona by the Grand Canyon, New Mexico, we're getting into Texas, the halfway point, Oklahoma, up through Missouri, a little bit of Kansas, and then to where we are now, Illinois, Pontiac, Illinois. That's going to do it for the toll road on Route 66, at least for now. And who knows? Who knows where the toll road will lead to next? Got to gas up before you hit the road again, so might as well check out Wally's, the super-sized gas stations. Like the Buc-ee's of the North here. Now, Wally's will remind you a lot of Buc-ee's that you'll find down south, which originated in Texas. Wally's is just in Illinois. I think there's one here in Pontiac and one down in St. Louis. But they got the same kind of setup. They've got 70 gas pumps. You go inside, they got a station where they'll carve sandwiches for you. So if you like Buc-ee's, you'll probably like Wally's. And Wally's, what's it known for? It's the home of the great American road trip.